హలో వ్యూయర్స్, వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు మై ఛానల్ మధుదర్శిని. అందరూ ఎలా ఉన్నారండి? మేమైతే చాలా బాగున్నాం. మీరందరూ కూడా బాగుండాలనేసి మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాను. ఈరోజైతే ఈ వీడియో పార్ట్ 2 వీడియో అండి. ఆల్రెడీ పార్ట్ 1 వీడియోలో సెంట్రల్ పార్క్ జూ అండ్ సెంట్రల్ పార్క్ని అయితే కవర్ చేశాను. అలాగే ఈ వీడియోలో టైమ్ స్క్వేర్ విజువల్స్ అన్నీ కూడా షూట్ చేసి మీ అందరితో షేర్ చేస్తున్నానండి. యాక్చువల్గా టైమ్ స్క్వేర్ దగ్గర నైట్ టైమ్ వ్యూ అంతా చాలా బాగుంటుందండి. పెద్ద పెద్ద ఎల్ఈడి స్క్రీన్స్ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. అలాగే మనం మొత్తం తిరిగి చూడలేం కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ టాప్ వ్యూ అనే బస్ అవైలబుల్గా ఉంది. సో టికెట్ తీసుకొని మేమైతే టాప్ వ్యూ బస్ అయితే ఎక్కాము. సో టోటల్ ట్రిప్ అంతా 1 అవర్ ఉంటుందండి. విజువల్స్ అయితే చాలా బాగున్నాయండి. మేమైతే చాలా ఎంజాయ్ చేసాము. వీడియోలో బ్రూక్లిన్ బ్రిడ్జ్ వ్యూ అంతా కూడా కవర్ అయిందండి. అలాగే దాని వెనకాల ఉన్న బిల్డింగ్స్ అన్నీ కూడా నైట్ టైం వ్యూ అంతా కూడా మ్యాక్సిమం కవర్ చేశాను. ఐ హోప్ ఈ వీడియో మీరందరూ ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తారని అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఇంకా లేట్ చేయకుండా వీడియోలోకి వెళ్ళిపోదాము.
Thank you. My name is Aaron, Aaron, and I'll be taking you on this night experience tonight. A few things before we get underway. I want everyone to, is that with me in it? I want everyone to keep their heads, shoulders, everything inside the bus as much as you can. And please, I ask you, sit down for the whole time we are riding tonight. We are the tallest bus here in New York City, so there's lots of street signs, hanging lights and trees that can hit us. We don't want any of you getting hurt. I also ask you if you guys see a tree or a branch coming behind me that is low, yell duck or tree or anything so I can get out the way as well. It'll cost you. So I was saying, if you want to put your advertisement on the biggest LED screen in the world, it will cost you $625,000 a week. A single week, $625,000. Get our way down Broadway here. Broadway is the longest street in the city of New York. Broadway is approximately 33 miles long, 48 kilometers. As you can see, there are many, many people around Times Square. Times Square is home to almost 400,000 pedestrians every single day. Check. Go. 400,000 pedestrians every single day. And coming up on our right shortly, we will see the Hard Rock Cafe. The Hard Rock Cafe was formerly known as the Paramount Theater, which is famous for where Elvis Presley premiered his movie. Let's have a good time tonight, everyone. We're going to see a lot of New York City culture. And I hope you listen closely because there will be some prizes for some trivia questions later on in the tour. Take a listen to that. Have a listen to that jazz music happening on the left side of the bus. As we are stuck in something very common to New York, traffic. Lovely, lovely, lovely. In a second here, we're about to turn onto 42nd Street, exiting Times Square. The first memorable building we're about to see, the red brick building, is the Knickerbocker Hotel. It is the home of the martini, where the martini was invented or founded. Any martini lovers on the bus right now? Hotel, red brick building, home of the martini. The New York Knicks are also the New York Knickerbockers, but us New Yorkers have no time to say anything, so they are just the New York Knicks for now. They play out at the Madison Square Gardens. Slide through here. There we go. The most insane place to drive. Very grateful for our drivers here. In a second we'll be away from Times Square. Beautiful view. Lots of local sellers, jewelry makers selling things here. Not sure I can vouch for the real or fakeness of these things they're selling, but everyone say hi to Cameron on the left of the bus. Hi Cameron. Traffic's not really great today, is it? How was the tour, everyone? Good? See you, Cameron. Are we still going for a bite after this? Pull back. So hopefully the traffic does get better here, team. It should after we exit Times Square. A lot up here in New York. On the right there are some trees. And ahead of us on the right you can see Bryant Park, 6.2 acres in length. It was one of the first parks in New York City to offer free Wi-Fi to the public. So if we have any TikTokers or Instagrammers on board, that would be the place to go. All sorts of outdoor activities, yoga, Pilates, dance parties, discos, free juggling lessons if anyone's interested in juggling every weekday. Jewelry, food, live music. Here we are coming out of Times Square now. Bryant Park's up here on your right. See people playing ping pong. Lots of trees, lots of trees. Up on the left, you will see One Vanderbilt, the highest indoor observation deck in New York City. One of the most recently built skyscrapers here in New York, just built in 2020. Now on our right here, you'll see the main branch of the New York Public Library. These walls are 6 inches thick, home to over 50 million different books. So many books that they had to dig a tunnel under Bryant Park to store them all. And that is how our New York City rats get their free education. Out the front of the library, you will see 2 lion statues. Originally, they were named Astor and Lennox by the guys who by the guys who just. Originally, they were named Astor and Lennox. Everyone can hear me? They were named Astor and Lennox by the guys who designed the library. But during the Great Depression, Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia decided he wanted to inspire New Yorkers by changing their names to Patience and Fortitude. Patience is on the left there, and Fortitude is close to 42 Street. Patience and Fortitude. If I was the mayor, I would have gone with Jobs and Money, Prozac and Jobs, or Ben and Jerry's, but that's just me. Now in a second here, we are about to see the Empire State Building. Get your cameras out, get your phones out. Sorry. And you guys may have noticed the amount of scaffolding in New York City. There is a reason and purpose behind this scaffolding. Every 5 years, the buildings in New York City have to be checked, the strength of the building, see if they're all good to be used. So instead of paying and taking up the time to get them put up and taken down every 5 years, companies just leave the scaffolding up. Coming up on the Empire State Building here, folks, on the right. 1,250 feet tall, without the spire and antenna. 1,454 feet tall, including the spire and the antenna. There are over 2,000 steps to the top of the tallest building in the world from 1931 to 1970. Right here, you see the Starbucks. Here is the Empire State Building, everyone. Hopefully it'll be a little bit darker when we come back. We'll be able to see the top of the Empire State Building lighting up. Beautiful, beautiful. And just after the Empire State Building, we're now entering Koreatown. If you're a fan of fried chicken, ramen, beautiful, beautiful views of the New York City skyline. Tall building on the right there, that is the World Trade Center, World Trade Observatory. Both the Williamsburg Bridge on the left and the Brooklyn Bridge on the right, you can walk, drive, and take the subway across. If we're lucky, we'll be able to see maybe a B or a D train going over the Manhattan Bridge with us. And if you have very good eyesight and you look to the right of the bus, you might be able to catch a glimpse of the Statue of Liberty. Might get a better view of it coming back. Right in Brooklyn, that is Jane's Carousel, home of 48 carved horses. It was built in Ohio and moved here to New York. There we go, there's the Statue of Liberty, folks. Grab a pick. Yo, and as we enter Brooklyn, we're entering the area of Dumbo. Dumbo stands for don't underestimate my body odor. I'm just kidding. Dumbo stands for down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. Home to many social media influencers. And also I've heard Anne Hathaway lives in Dumbo. Dumbo is a beautiful neighborhood. And yet many influencers even come. Man is an even greater woman, am I right? Now on the right side of the bus you will see the East River. And on the left side of the bus you will also see the East River. That's how bridges work. Now up to the left, that is the One World Trade Observatory. To the right of the bus, glowing red, yellow and blue, that is the Empire State Building, and a little bit to the right of the Empire State Building. Now another trivia question coming up. Listen up, listen up. What is the name of the bridge to our left? I need a hand, I need a hand. I saw it. The Brooklyn Bridge, that's it. You should put the sign. Luckily enough, the CEO of Coca-Cola lives in that building up there, looking over the East River. So the owner of Pepsi-Cola wants the CEO of Coca-Cola to wake up every single morning and see the Pepsi-Cola sign. Funny story. On the right-hand side here, the rectangular building, that is the United Nations building. Every single day, 193 flags are flown. 192. Welcome to Dumbo, everyone. Unfortunately, it's not named after the elephant in the Disney movies. Here's a tree.
చూసారు కదండి వీడియో. ఐ హోప్ ఈ వీడియో మీ అందరికీ నచ్చిందనే అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఇఫ్ ఈ వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్, షేర్, కామెంట్ అండ్ ఇలాంటి మంచి మంచి వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసి పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ని క్లిక్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్ దిస్ వీడియో. సీ యూ ఆన్ నెక్స్ట్ వీడియో.